Welcome to The Deep Iceberg with Kyle Anderson. Dive into captivating stories and studies from psychology, anthropology, and sociology. Join Kyle as he explores the fascinating world of human behavior and culture. This is The Deep Iceberg.
In this episode, I'm going to talk about the room collage assignment I recently did, and it was about materialism, where I created a collage of personal objects and analyzed essentially just their deeper meanings. It was an important learning moment for me because it revealed how much some of my items in my room that I haven't seen in a while just really connect to me and reveal my identity. For example, I had this Metallica album, and on the base it might just symbolize my love for heavy metal and music. But on a deeper meaning, it's where I bought my first album with my dad, and it really shows that connection with my dad. Overall, this assignment was just pretty much a deep dive into cultural materialism, and it gave me valuable insight into how our possessions shape and express our experiences. It really enhanced my understanding of how material objects intertwined with cultural and personal lives. I want to talk about this documentary that I saw called Life on Our Planet. It was just such a good film, and it just really talked about how us as humans, and it was just a real eye-opener about how us as humans are contributing so much to our planet that we're killing it. We basically become the ultimate predator, and essentially the only ones who can stop us are ourselves. And it's just really depressing, and it was just such an eye-opener. But then they started talking about how we could solve this issue using anthropology, and it was just a key learning moment for me about how they discussed the impact we can do and how we can save our planet by using anthropological practices to help save the planet, essentially. And by understanding this connection between human culture and the environment, we can essentially find better ways to address environmental issues and protect nature for our survival. And just in summary, this documentary just highlighted how integrating cultural insights with environmental actions is essential for solving these global challenges. And that's just why it was really important to me. I want to share an important learning moment for me from a recent discussion I had about changing the road signs in Toronto for the Black community. The conversation just highlighted seemingly small changes, but there's still significant impacts on inclusivity and representation. It made me realize the importance of considering diverse perspectives in public policies, and just to add these signs in Toronto. And it underscored how adjustments like these can reflect and respect the culture and historical contributions of different communities. And it was very eye-opening to see how thoughtful my other members had added and contributed to the conversation, that it really just made me reflect on my own and think about some of the close friends and family I have who struggle with discrimination. It was just not necessarily just for the Black community, but for all communities. And these road signs are just really important, and that's why it was just an important learning moment for me. Now, for my final question of the episode, and this might be a bit dark, but my question I'm pondering is, the documentary that I was talking about earlier brings up some really good points about how we could save the Earth. But do you think I'm wondering, is it too late, or has humanity already sealed themselves into this? And can anthropological solutions still help us today? And that's just a really scary question, but I gotta think about it, right? Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time when we dive into psychology, the mind.
Thanks for tuning into The Deep Iceberg with Kyle Anderson. Today we delved into the layers of materialism,